Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday, and welcome back to Lazy Couch Thoughts. As you can tell from the title, a long time coming now. Probably closer to 3 years coming. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim have released Albert Pujols. Sad face. They designated him for assignment, and honestly, this feels like it's probably 3 years in the making. He has not been good since probably 2016, and even then, he was just like, 113 OPS plus. And then since then his OPS plus has been in the 70s, and if you don't know how OPS plus works, 100th league average, every point higher or below her is 1% better that you are than league average. So yeah, he was 21% worse than the league average hitter the majority of the last few seasons. But this really shouldn't come as a shock to anybody. He was in the last year of his 10-year huge $253 million deal. We'll get to that in a minute, but honestly, the sucky part about all of this, the way that he went out kind of just limping to the finish line, kind of being drugged to the finish line, is a lot of people won't remember the real Albert Pujols. And I hope they do. Because the first 10 years of Pujols' career is probably one of the best first 10 years of career we've ever seen. In fact, if you put his first 10 years of his career next to Mike Trout's first 10 years, they were arguably better. That's how good Albert Pujols was. Now, played first base, a little different than playing center, but he never had a season in those first until I think it was 2008. He didn't have a single season where his batting average was under 312. He had a year where whenever he hit 353 in a full season. His OPS plus during that span, his average OPS plus was 173. Ken Griffey Jr.'s career best, the best season of his life, was 172 OPS plus. Pujols' average over that 10-year career was better than the best season Ken Griffey Jr. ever had swinging a bat. That's insane. Then you also take into account, he played first base, but he was a tremendous defensive first baseman. He was very, very good at first base. He could play defense very well. It wasn't just the slugger. And also, it's not like he was just a slugger. As I said, he hit 353 in a season. His OPS plus sat in the 180s, a career average of 173 during those first 10 years. Pujols was absolutely nasty, and it sucks that the kids these days didn't get to see it. I say that. I was, I think, 12. Yeah, I think he went to the Angels in 2012. And, I was 12 years old. I was born in 2000. I really wasn't that old. I remember playing against Albert in the 2013 World Series. Oh, no. That math doesn't work out. I'm not quite sure. Let me go double check that. But whenever the Red Sox played the Cardinals in 2013, I don't remember if he was on the team or not. That was right around the time he left. Let me go check because my memory's kind of escaping me. Yeah, he went to the Angels in 2012, like I said, so he wasn't on the 2013 team. The World Series I was thinking of was the 2011 World Series against the Rangers. Yes, all I did was, for the record, go to Baseball Reference and look at the years and what team he played for what, and I put it together. But I remember the Rangers World Series like it was yesterday. But Pujols, obviously has some of, the coolest moments in baseball history. The home run that he hit against the Astros in the playoffs back when they were still in the National League that went over the train tracks, and it literally looked like it went out of the ceiling of the dome I think it was the old Astro Dome, and it literally left the building. It looked like it would have broke a piece the glass and left the building and hit the moon. That ball was cranked, and that's one of the moments that we're gonna remember, vintage Pujols. And vintage Pujols, whenever I think of Albert Pujols in his prime, I think of a dude who's gonna go up there and I feel every game he's gonna go 3 for 4, double a homer and a single, and that's just what he did. He just showed up to the park, he went 2 for 4 or whatever, and he went home. And that's all he did. He lived and breathed baseball. And Pujols was just awesome. Now, a lot of people, whenever the contract was signed, some people were like, oh, 10 years is a long time or whatever, but then everybody else was like, no, it doesn't matter, it's Albert Pujols. Now his contract, Robinson Cano's contract, has been a big, hey, this is why you don't give super long contracts to players, but I'll argue the other side. So Pujols probably, I'm not going to say probably, he did. The Angels probably made 3 times the amount of money as Albert Pujols' contract was paid just from his jersey sales alone in his time in Anaheim. I would be willing to bet a lot of money that they did. I'd be willing to bet a lot of money that they made over $253 million on jersey sales in the last 10 years. I think they did. For Albert Pujols, yeah, they definitely did. especially because of just like the way that they can sell tickets because of him, the way that they can sell his jerseys, the way they can promote the game, when people's gonna come. Like, he's an attraction. People, whenever their teams go play in Los Angeles, when they go play in Anaheim, they're gonna say, hey, I wanna go to that game, I wanna travel to that game, or if I live around the California area, I might not be an Angels fan, but hey, the Dodgers are in town, San Francisco's in town, like, I'll go make the few-hour drive, I wanna go see Albert Pujols, and eventually I wanna go see Mike Trout, and now it's, hey, I wanna go see Shohei Ohtani. But like, you know, all these things, people are going to use this as a way to talk about the contract and stupid and da-da-da-da. Like, yeah, you know what? They probably shouldn't have gave him that contract, because they've always had this running theory with Pujols that he's actually older than what he says he is. We can get to that another day, but it would kind of make sense considering he signed his contract at 31 and he broke down right after. The theory is he's actually 45 right now, not 41. So if that is true, it would make a lot of sense that after he signed that contract at 35, it started to break down right after. That would make a lot of sense. Now, stuff like that's tricky, and it's stupid, and it's a conspiracy theory, and it's funny to talk about, but we're not going to talk about that stuff right now. Now, whenever we're giving this man his praise for his no doubt first ballot Hall of Fame career. That dude had 88 career WAR in his first 10 years. That is stupid. For reference, I think Mike Trout is currently in year 10, and think he's at 75 right now. Now, he did miss, he had some pretty injured seasons, of course, and then he had last season where he had the shortened season, but like, that's like, Albert Pujols is going to have more career WAR during their first 10 seasons at that point. Like, now again, games played, you know, WAR per 162, you know, dividing, it's probably closer to even, but that's insane. The guy who we already put on a pedestal saying, hey, this guy's the GOAT. This guy's the pinnacle that we will ever see from a baseball player. And it's like, well, Pujols was worth the same amount wins above replacement. It's a pretty good debate. It's a pretty good argument. But I mean, the move had to be made by the Angels. They're a team who's trying to push for a playoff spot. And I get it. Pujols is a legend, but he stuck around probably a lot longer than he needed to, because Jared Walsh is awesome. And he is crushing the ball, and he is OPSing over 900. Like, he has the Pujols 170 OPS plus right now. Last season he had a 150 OPS plus, and it's time for him to get regular at bats. It's time for him to, you know, just play every single day, and, you know, making time for Pujols to play, giving Pujols days to play, and then having to sit either Walsh or Ohtani. Like, you can't do that anymore. If you want to compete for a playoff spot, if you really want to get Mike Trout to the playoffs to where he can compete and go at it, then that's the type of moves you have to do. Now, what would I give to have prime Albert Pujols on his team? That'd be awesome. And then, like, imagine a team where Pujols and Josh Hamilton, like, whenever they made that super team thing right there, that didn't really work out. If they all stay healthy and they all stay right in their prime, and then Mike Trout comes up and he's in his prime, that would be one of the most fun teams ever to watch for like a 5-year span. That would have been awesome. But anyways, Albert, congrats on a great career, man. That was an amazing career. You had a hell of a run. Finished right around 99 WAR, and I don't know, he's probably worth negative WAR the last couple of years, or like barely any, if that. So I mean, Albert had a awesome career. Legend, dude. Congrats. You know, go enjoy your time in retirement now. Go hang out with your family. Go buy a beach somewhere and just hang out and drink smoothies all day, because I know, I mean, that's what I would want to do. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on Monday, and like and subscribe to this video if you're new. All right, guys, see you Monday. Peace.